Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I don't know what you think of Johnny Depp these days because, I
hate him.
Okay.
I don't have any opinion about Johnny Depp.
Well, he's come off strange in interviews. Of course, he's had that whole trouble with his relationship and money. And, he comes off a little crazy depending on which interview you read.
Last I remember, he likes to get drunk on wine and slam his cabinets while arguing.
See, and I love his acting because he plays some very weird roles. And, of course, he's going to, the reason he's in the news is there's going to be a new, not a Harry Potter movie, but based on the Harry Potter world, Fantastic Beasts has a new movie coming up. I think it's either this week or next week. And he plays a main bad guy in that movie.
Oh.
So
another movie I won't see that he's in.
Oh, I love the Fantastic Beasts.
I don't remember.
Movies.
Dude, the last movie that I saw him in, it was just a cameo, but he was, spoiler alert, he was in 21 Jump Street. Yeah. And I can't think of another movie that I've seen with Johnny Depp in it.
He's played a lot of weird movies. He was in that Tusk movie that Kevin Smith did.
Didn't see it.
Which, a very bizarre movie, but Johnny's character was pretty funny. And you didn't even recognize it was because he had facial makeup and a prosthetic on. So it was Johnny Depp.
The last movie I saw with Johnny Depp in it was Secret Window.
Wow.
And that was 2004.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't seen any of the Pirates movies?
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, you're not a big fan.
No, I'm a huge fan of Johnny Depp. I don't know why you would think that.
Yeah, you're a big fan. Well, of course, Vicky does. She loves the Captain Jack.
I very much do.
Yeah, he was talking about the secret behind how he created that character, Captain Jack Sparrow, for Pirates. This is what I love. You know how he says he created this character by spending a lot of time in his sauna.
Shut
yeah, see, that's a life right there for you.
I sat in there for as long as I could. It started to affect me mentally. Which is to say, it was very, very hot, as was my brain. In that kind of heat, you cannot stand still. But the worst of it is if you move, it kills you. So that in itself sort of gave me this kind of, his brain has been got parboiled to some degree.
I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. I heard his words, but I don't know what the hell he was talking about.
They sound like this.
You borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard.
Wow.
Sound like he was in a sauna while talking about a sauna thing.
Yeah, I don't know where that interview was done. Johnny is definitely a quirky guy. I'll tell you that. But the people who are his friends say he's a good dude, but then there are people who are in relationship with him who say he's not such a good dude.
Yeah, I'm looking over all the movies he's been in. I have not seen any of these movies, man.
Yeah. It was kind of a fun reveal. Again, I love the Harry Potter world, so Fantastic Beasts, which takes place many years before Harry Potter was even born. It turns out the big villain of the movie, spoiler alert, we didn't find out till the end, and I didn't read any interviews or articles, so I didn't know that was Johnny Depp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we didn't know, and so that was kind of fun to find out that, and so I've been looking forward to see, more, because he was only at the end of the movie where we got to see him as the big villain. So I'm looking forward to seeing him more as in this role, see what he does in the Harry Potter universe.
Somebody like, Steve, you haven't seen Blow? What the hell, man? BJ's right. Your movie choices are terrible.
Oh, there we go.
I saw Blow.
That was a long time ago.
But Blow was before Secret Window, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
see?
Shay, whatever.
That's right, Shay.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I've seen Blow.
Oh my gosh, BJ!
I know. I don't know if I have.
You turn your anger towards BJ now.
Yeah, I don't. I know it's about cocaine, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you think that?
Yeah, I don't know why I would think that. I may have seen it, but I can't remember much about it. I'm confusing that with Tony Montana and a lot of other Blow
you
movies.
confusing that with Scarface?
Well, there was Blow in that movie, wasn't there?
Well, yeah, there was a lot of Blow in that movie.
That's why I'm not sure if I did see it or...
Blow was the one with Bobcat Goldthwait where he couldn't feel his face, right?
Ooh.
I can't feel my face.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen it.
I was hoping somebody had.
Yeah.
I don't think Bobcat was in that.
Paul Rubens was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one. There we go. That was the...
Oh, he couldn't feel his face?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Bobcat was in it.
Oh.
Yep. He was Mr. T.
Oh, he was Mr. T. Oh, I pity the fool who tries to play that character.
Jeez. Blow. Everybody was so high on coke, they thought that Bobcat was actually B.A. Baracus.
Yeah.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, I have to ask Vicky's opinion. I read an article recently. They're saying that they might do another Pirates without Johnny Depp.
I mean, honestly, I don't think he needs to be in any more Pirates movies.
right.
They've
Really?
gone kind of downhill.
So Sparrow's not doing it for you anymore?
Well, it's just like they try to focus on him, but then they brought a bunch of new characters that you're supposed to kind of fall in love with and like, and it's just like,
Oh, that's what they do in movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that. I mean, they did it in the Star Wars franchise. And, if, now we're going to have, nobody that we know from the old school, right?
right.
I mean, unless Luke shows up as a Force ghost, but otherwise, and they tried that. They tried that with Boy Meets World, with Girl Meets World, and nobody watched that, right?
Great comparison.
Yeah, it's great comparison, isn't it? It's the same thing. Fuller House, same thing, right? Didn't they bring in all the kids now?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they're not new characters, but they're new to me because they're all older.
Didn't work out.
No. Well, Fuller House, I guess. I mean, kinda. Are
They had
doing
2 seasons of it.
Are they doing a third?
I have no idea.
Yeah, neither do I. The new Hawaii 5-0, I don't know if I mean, the new, I should say, Magnum. I don't know if I'm getting into that.
Have you watched it yet?
I saw the previews, and then, there were two, there was a young dude and a chick, and I think that's supposed to be him and her, him and whatever the old dude, his old sidekick, whatever his name was. Higgins,
Yes.
thank you. I don't know if I can deal with that.
Yeah, it's easy to deal with if you've never watched the original.
Yeah. But you know what?
This is where I'm at.
It shouldn't be a problem because I've watched shows where they've gender swapped and I've been fine with it. I mean, Battlestar Galactica gender swapped a couple of roles, and actually it was, I thought, a much better show. So I should give it a try.
And apparently there's been 3 seasons of Fuller House, and the 4th one is supposed to happen in December.
Oh, can't wait.
Where have I been, Steve?
Right?
Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah?
Catching up on Fuller House.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here's a question. Why would a fruit nearly cause a fight on an airplane? And I was not on the plane. Let's just get that out of the way. Steve will tell you. He's got the news for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well, he's no Pulitzer Prize winner. Hell, he can't even pronounce Pulitzer. This is News with Steve Miggs.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to you all for giving us news and sports, and it's a very special day for all of us on the show.
Oh, yeah?
Happy National Dunce Day.
Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you. Where's my cap? It's also National Cappuccino Day.
Oh.
So another way, where's my cap?
A Dunce Cappuccino Day.
A Dunce Cappuccino Day. Nice.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever had a cappuccino.
Really?
No.
Oh, I think I've done that in a restaurant, like an Italian restaurant,
Oh, yeah?
for that with dessert.
You think you did?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, okay. You started off by saying, I think I had it. I don't know if you did or didn't.
Yeah, I think I have, actually.
Is it good?
I think it's the only place I've ever had it. Well, you know what? I had a great dessert with it, like tiramisu, so anything is good with tiramisu, to be honest.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't have this type of fruit that apparently led to people on an airline trying to fight flight attendants and other people, part of the crew, because they're like, you got to get this fruit off of the plane. It stinks. I don't know if you've ever heard of this fruit called durian. It's the world's stinkiest fruit.
Yeah, my wife. My wife goes to this Asian part of Orange County, and they have durian there, and it is stinky stuff.
Yeah, apparently it was on the cargo for the plane, and there was about 2 tons of it. And so people were trying to get on the plane. They're like, dude, it just reeks on this plane. Some almost come into blows with flight attendants. Finally, the airline's like, all right, we'll remove the fruit. And the plane took off an hour behind schedule. But all of this is because of the world's stinkiest fruit. And if you don't know anything about durian, or if the name sounds kind of familiar and you're a fan of Anthony Bourdain from back in the day, he once did a piece just about durian. Here he is talking about it.
Seriously, people die standing under durian trees. Its taste can only be described as indescribable, something that you either love or despise. And then afterwards, your breath will smell as if you've been French kissing your dead grandmother. Due to its penetrating and persistent odor, it is widely prohibited all across Asia in hotel rooms, on public transportation, and in enclosed spaces. However, durian is still a delicacy best enjoyed alone. I mean, a really stinky durian, it's just like a compost heap in your stomach, and it just keeps kind of gassing into your mouth. As for how to eat it, scoop the goose, suck the pit.
Huh? All right.
Yeah, seriously.
None of this sounds like a good idea. Why did you? So your wife likes this?
I'm not sure if she likes it. She has a friend that loves it down there. I never even tried it. I'm like, I don't even want it.
It's supposed to be very, very healthy for you.
So?
I'm just saying, that's probably why people still eat it.
There's plenty of healthy things out there that taste good.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
I think my wife sounds gooey and nasty.
I think my wife has tried it. I'm not sure if she likes it or not, but her friend loves it.
Oh. And Vicky was showing me a sign that's like in some airports they'll even say like no smoking, no eating, no this, no that, or whatever, and it says no durian, and it's got like a line through the fruit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's that bad. I never even heard of it before.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. If they had a bunch of it on the plane, that would be disgusting.
2 tons of it.
Yeah.
And again, it makes your breath smell like you've been French kissing your grandmother's corpse.
Nice.
That's a good way to describe it. The Bizarre Foods guy won't even touch it, according to one texter.
Yeah, I have no desire. It's like, you know what? The consistency, the way Anthony says you got to eat it, then the smell, it's like, no, this is not food.
Someone describes it tasting like cheese, almond, garlic, and caramel all at once.
Yeah. No. I mean, I like all of those things, but I don't know if I want them all at once.
Yeah. And then the smell like that, no.
Ugh. This is a pretty funny piece of audio. There was a woman by the name of Katie Hill. She was just elected to Congress in California. Of course, very excited about it. So she spoke in front of everybody and just want to let all the volunteers know how much she appreciated what they did, you know, going to door by door, knocking on people's doors to tell them to, hey, vote for me and all this kind of stuff. But when she was thanking them, well, it came off a little bit different, and I'd imagine this would be a different way to get people to vote for you.
So over and over again over the last few days, I've had people who have said, thank you for sending your knockers to my door.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
I'll vote for her. Yeah. Jeez, if I could just get a pizza along with those, I'd be so happy.
Knockers.
Wow. Yeah, take it. You know what? You might want to rephrase that.
In the world of sports, the Saints, they signed wide receiver Dez Bryant for a 1-year deal. Thursday Night Football is tonight. Carolina is taking on Pittsburgh. Carolina's got a 6-2 record. The Steelers got a 5-2-1 record. A few people texted me asking if I heard about what's going on with the Ottawa Senators. And man, oh man, have you heard?
Oh, yeah, dude.
The Ottawa Senators, the last year for this hockey team, it's almost like they just need to just scrap the team and start over as a new name, a new franchise, because they just have this black cloud over them. To give you an idea, before we get to the most recent story, last season they had an issue with one of their assistant general manager. His name's Randy Lee. He had to resign because he was accused of inappropriately touching and making lewd comments towards a hotel shuttle driver while they were in Buffalo.
Okay.
Then they had players with drama. Actually, their girlfriends and wives. One of the players, his girlfriend, Mike Hoffman's girlfriend, was apparently stalking and leaving awful messages for Eric Carlson's wife, to the point where it said that there was numerous times where she said that she wished my unborn child dead.
Whoa.
She also said, I wish you were dead and that someone would take out your husband's legs to end his career. Also, people accused this girl of making a burner account and constantly harassing Eric Carlson. Got to the point where Eric Carlson left the team. He got traded he ended up going to the San Jose Sharks. He's like, I'm done with this team. When my contract's up, I'm not re-signing with you, so get rid of me. And then they even had to get rid of Mike Hoffman, which was a pretty good player. So you lost 2 good players because of allegedly this crazy girlfriend.
Wow.
And now, this past week, the most recent thing that happened with them, a bunch of their players, I believe there was 7 of them, they were in an Uber, and the Uber driver has one of those dash cam cameras.
Yeah.
Recording it just for safety reasons, I'd imagine, or also reasons to make money off of people when they say stuff about their assistant coach, because that's what happened. They were riding in an Uber in Phoenix, and they were talking about one of the coaches on the team, and just basically making fun of his coaching technique, saying he never really even teaches you anything. He just commentates on what's happening. One of the players, Matt Duchene, said, why do we even have meetings? I haven't paid attention in 3 weeks. And they're basically mocking the guy because their penalty kill is just red rotten.
Oh, boy.
So they're going on and on and on. This Uber driver is recording it, And then finally, he just puts it out and releases it and just dimes these guys out. To the point where they have to put out an apology. Uber's like, yeah, this is a violation of our community guidelines. But the crazy part is, because they were in Phoenix, the driver's probably not going to face any kind of issues with the law because they have a one-party consent law when it comes to recording conversations. So as long as one person in the party knows that the recording is happening, it's okay.
And he's that one person that knew?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
BS
ridiculous.
Is that?
Yeah, that's very ridiculous.
I mean, I listened to it and watched it. You're just like, man, that would suck if you're the assistant coach and you see this in the player. But I would imagine most coaches know that their players are at some point going to bitch about them. It's not awful.
I hope Uber jacks this guy. I mean, it fires him because, as a company, whatever the law is in Phoenix, as a company, you don't want that. Nobody wants to be recorded while they're being driven. Usually you're driven drunk because that's why you get an Uber.
Right.
I mean, come on. That's low.
Well, if anything, it had worked out for them because then they ended up playing the Devils and crushing them the next game.
Hey,
so
congratulations.
Maybe it's the spark that these guys needed.
Yeah, who's never talked about their boss?
Right.
Sir, come on.
I would be more like, this sucks if they were just like slamming teammates.
Yeah.
Because that would be awkward. Then you have to go into the locker room. But
they're all together on this.
Yeah.
I mean, you want a brotherhood in the locker room, and they got one.
Or in the Uber car. Wow. I couldn't believe the guy released the video.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Right?
He really is a douche.
How do you think that's going to be a good thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it really makes me think of Uber as a company. I'd like to know. I want to see a story about them firing this guy.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm thinking, law or not, even if it's against the law, it's already out there. They can do whatever they want to the guy, but it's already damaged the Ottawa Senators, dude.
I mean, seriously, what a mess. That franchise just can't seem to catch a break.
I know. You're right.
Everything that could go wrong with them has been going wrong.
That's insane, all that stuff you read about them.
As far as weather, 48 degrees and sun. Thank you, Oregon State University, for giving us news and sports.
Yeah, so Steve, what do you think? Do you think the Rams or the Saints are the team to beat? I mean, the Patriots are always there in the AFC, but, the Saints are the only ones to beat the Rams, and then they just picked up Slappy.
Yeah, Slappy, a.k.a. Des Bryant.
Yeah.
And that's his birth given name. That's cool of you to call him by
Slappy
that.
Bryant is his birth name.
Slappy Bryant. Yeah. He goes by Des just because,
Yeah, that's a nickname.
Bullied for being called Slappy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wonder how Des is going to fit into that whole thing. I mean, you got yourself a great quarterback to throw to you, so
I know
that's kind of scary.
They've had some injuries, so he comes in at the right time. But they're already. I mean, they won 7 in a row. I think the Saints.
Yeah,
they're just nuts.
They're a powerhouse.
Yeah, they are.
Yeesh.
We don't got to play them this year, I don't think, do we?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
I don't think we do. Listen, we've already had to play tough teams. Let me see. I don't see any Saints on the calendar. Good. Oh, we do have to play Carolina. Damn.
No, this is the next few games are a true test for the Seahawks.
Definitely. Well, if they can beat the Chargers,
players.
I'm back on board if they can beat the Chargers.
You mean the Rams?
I should say the Rams, yeah. We know they can't beat the Chargers. That already happened. But if they can beat the Rams, I'm back on board. Depending on how, and if they lose to the Rams, depending on how badly they lose to the Rams, is whether I'm back on board.
Yeah, I feel like you lose to the Rams. I mean, it's just, that's an uphill battle. It's already kind of an uphill battle at a 4-4 record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a couple of other teams that we're tied with or close to. Carolina looks like they're going to get that first wild card spot.
I mean, but I feel like if they could beat the Rams, talk about some great momentum, and then you take on they got the Packers and then Carolina as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Carolina is a team that they definitely have to beat because you're trying to get into the wild card. And geez, how about the Panthers and the Saints in the same division are just wrecking house.
Yeah.
So I mean, granted, we've got 8 more games, so we're at the halfway point. But yeah.
Well, if it doesn't go well, maybe they could take an Uber and complain about their coaches.
I think that's a great idea.
There was one funny part in it. Like, you can tell these guys are just bitching. They're bitching about their penalty kill, how awful it is. And they're second to last when it comes to how their penalty kill is. And then at one point, they finally look at the Uber driver and like, could you tell that our team's not doing well right now?
Yeah.
Not realizing this jerk is filming them and recording them and going to put it out.
Yeah, that's just lovely. Yeah.
I don't even know what the conversation would be like if somebody had video cameras in an Uber when I'm with my buddies, because it's just dumb, drunken conversations. Why else am I taking an Uber?
Yeah, and when I get in a cab, they tell you you're being videoed. Like, there are signs everywhere. So these guys probably weren't even aware of it, because I've been in Ubers and I have never seen any signs at all saying, by the way, you're being recorded. So even if there is a dash cam, gosh, I mean, cabs have to tell you. I can't believe they don't have to tell you that he's got a camera in there.
They might have, and you just don't ever assume You know what I mean? Like,
I've
you're
never
drunk.
seen one myself.
I mean, I've been in a cab where you see all the stuff, and I imagine you're in an Uber and you might even see the camera, and you don't think that the guy's going to use it for that reason.
Yeah, like
that he's just going to use it in case there's some kind of a violent situation or something that he needs to prove that he was not in the wrong.
I wouldn't even be looking for it in an Uber. I've never seen a dash cam in any Uber I've taken, so that's why I feel bad for the guys, because even if there was a camera there, you don't expect one in an Uber. I mean, in a cab, like I said, they have the signs, and so you get in that cab, and all of a sudden you go, oh, wow, there's a camera in here because there's a sign about it. But And
I almost forgot, and thank you, Texter, for reminding me. Sounders play tonight. Big playoff game.
Oh, big game tonight, yeah.
Portland, yes.
This is the whole aggregate thing, because Portland's got a 2-1 lead on us. So I forget what that means. Do we have to at least get one goal better than them? And then if we tie because we're the home team, we get the aggregate win? I forget how that goes. I got to go talk to somebody about that.
Call D. Ted Smith, he'll tell you.
Yeah. Either way, we definitely have to beat them by a goal or more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, we'll hopefully that happens. I mean, that's why you kind of hope that the Timbers at least don't score. Shut them out, boys.
Shut them out.
Yeah.
Win 2-0.
I'll take that.
Then we don't have to worry about any of this math stuff.
Exactly. 2-0, we know we'll get it done.
I hate that part of it all. I know
it is so
and whenever anyone explains it to me, it makes all the sense in the world. It's just kind of in one ear and out the other.
I get the aggregate part, but I forget, if the home team has the edge when it comes to, if you both score the same amount of goals total in the aggregate. I feel like the home team should have some advantage in that respect, but I can't remember. I don't know. All right, but we're in playoff season, baby.
Yeah, I feel like if they end up having a tie in the aggregate, I don't know. Never mind. I give up.
I know. Somebody will text us.
My brain has just fizzled.
Somebody will let us know.
Basically, if you score a goal away from home, it counts as basically like a 1.5 goal.
Oh,
right. So it's slightly better than a goal at home.
All right. So then, if they've got to do is score one goal and they win the aggregate because their goal and they have to score one goal more than the other guys.
Yeah. So right now it's 2-1. If we win 1-0, I think we win.
Even if we win 2-1.
Yes.
We just have to score one more goal.
No. 2-1. Suddenly now it's 3-3 because they've both scored a goal away. So then it's a tie.
Oh, if I crying in it. Then what happens? Then what happens in a tie?
Then they go to penalty or extra time and then penalty kicks.
Oh, all right.
So if it goes 2-1 on this side, then they'll go to extra time and penalty kicks. If we win 1-0, I think we win.
So we want a shutout win, or at least we want to score one more goal than they do, hopefully 2 more goals than they do. Then we don't have to have that shootout.
It's still going to be confusing.
I know.
So it says road goals are the first tiebreaker in aggregate.
That's what it is. Okay. Wow. All right, then.
Just win and win big, Sounders. So we don't have to do this kind of math.
Yeah.
And I'm awake.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good job. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
What are the 3 colors on the flag of Russia?
Red and yellow.
No.
Wait, no, red, white, and blue.
Yes!
And that's all we have for you. Good day, sir. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Love sports? Love culture? Well, I've got a brand new podcast called Take Line from Crooked Media, hosted by me, Jason Concepcion, and 2-time WNBA champion Renee Montgomery. From the games to the players to the issues happening both on and off the court, we'll be tackling the important political and social issues happening in sports head on. New episodes drop every Tuesday, so follow and subscribe on radio.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.